Hello there, this is Agro, the CEO of Splinterlands, and I just wanted to walk you through the battle system. So I'm on the homepage right now, we're at splinterlands.com. I'm logged in as my account Tender Shepherd. That's what I like to play under. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to click on battle. This is going to bring me up to the battle screen. So I know that the season ends in a little under 2 weeks. We do seasons, and in those seasons you can earn prizes. Just how much of a prize you can win is determined under your current rewards. So here, if I'm in the Bronze League, at the end of the season I might win 5, 7, or 9 loot chests. And however, if I'm in the Champion League, I can win up to 150 loot chests. So, the higher your rank, the higher your loot chest prize is. Additionally, I have a daily quest, and the same thing works in the daily quest. The higher my rank, the more loot chests I'm going to find in my daily quest. Now, one of the key pieces of the game is that when you win a match, you get dark energy crystals, and when you double your rank, you can quadruple how much you can earn. That's not exact, but that's a pretty good estimate in terms of what's in it for you to keep ranking up. You'll get the daily quests, you'll get the loot chests, and then additionally at the end of every match you win, you'll get a higher and higher amount of dark energy crystals as you level up. So now what I want to do is just walk through how to play. So the game starts with that there are two types of cards. There are summoners, and these are the cards that will bring forth the monsters, and then you have monsters that do the actual fighting. The summoners can provide buffs and debuffs to the monsters, but the monsters are the ones that are actually in the combat. There are 6 teams that are in here: fire, water, earth, life, death, and then a dragon team, which is kind of special. Now, here are the card basics. How much mana it will cost you to go play the card. This is where the attack lives. There's a couple different types of attack, but it lives up here. Then your speed, your armor, and your health. The name of the card is here. The rarity of the card is in this little globe here. What level the card is. Our cards are unique in these kinds of games in that they can level up. How much current experience they have, and what abilities they have. And then in the actual game, if you hover over the abilities, you can see what they can do. So the first 3 core stats are melee attack, ranged attack, and magic attack. Melee attack can only actually hit your opponent when it's in the first position, and we'll show you that momentarily. Ranged attack can hit you from the back line, but it can't attack from the first position. And then magic attack can attack from anywhere, and also the magic attack ignores armor and goes straight to health. So these are the 3 different types of attacks. The other stats that we have are speed, armor, and health. Speed is going to determine which monster goes first. Armor, it acts kind of like health, but again, magic attack can ignore this. And then lastly, there's health. When your character, or when a monster health goes down to 0, the card dies in the battlefield. You won't actually lose the card out of your collection, but it's no longer in that match. There's 40 or 50 abilities, and you can kind of look through all of those and see what the different abilities do. But here's the actual battlefield. So in this battlefield, this is position 1. So your summoner will appear here, and they will, at the start of the match, your summoners, if they provide buffs, will provide buffs to your monsters or debuffs to your enemy monsters. Your first position, this is the only one that can attack with melee attack, unless it has other special abilities. These are the cards that are in the back line. The back line can use ranged attack, and they can use ranged attack and magic attack in order to go cause harm to your opponents. They can't use melee attack unless, again, they have special abilities. Now, if your tank dies in position 1, whatever card is in position 2 will move up until all of your cards are dead or all of your opponent's cards are dead. And every single match in the game will actually have different rule sets. So when you click ranked, you'll see what are the rules of combat, what is the mana cap, and then which splinters or which teams are you allowed to play. So this one is the standard rules, so there's no modifications, but you might have one or two unique rule sets that come into this as well. And then you have a mana cap. How much mana can you spend in this particular match? And so no two matches are ever going to be the same. When you're actually fighting, the first thing you'll do, it ends up being really simple. I mean, the rules are complex, but what you actually do to play a match is quite simple. You pick a summoner, and then you pick the monsters, and you make sure that the monsters are in the order that you want them to be in. That's a critical part of playing the game. The combat itself is automated, so unlike Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone or other games like that, when you're fighting, here the computer determines everything based off of the rules of that match. And maybe that sounds a little boring to people at first, like why wouldn't I want to play my matches? But this is a strategy game more than it's a tactics game. And part of that is that each match is usually less than 3 minutes long. So you're not sitting there for 30 minutes, waiting for your opponent to pick which card, especially when they only have one card to play and they're choosing, will I play it or won't I? When you're doing this is a way that you get these fast matches in. Some of our players will play in between playing other games while they're waiting in loading queues or whatnot. So, it's a much more fast-paced game. It's only 3 minutes. It's good for commuting. It's good for quick breaks to reward yourself while you're at work or something. So, in order to rank, you would go to the battle page, you click ranked, and that will start you along the path for battles. So there you go, a quick 2-minute tutorial on how to go play Splinterlands.